Alright guys, we have made it to our location. Going in here and talk to the fellas, see if we can learn some things. I'm not sure how much or if at all they'll let me record in here, but we'll record a little bit if they let us. So thank you guys. We'll get back with you in a little bit. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. It's myself, Jeff, Dakota sitting under the late model here, and Ray running the camera. So in the video, last time I told you we was going somewhere, and as you can see probably at the beginning of this video, we made a trip to Kryptonite Race Cars. Went down there and picked up a few things we needed for the late model. Freddie and them didn't really want me filming inside the shop because they were working on some stuff, but I got a little tour, got to talk to them and get some info, and like I said, picked up a few parts we needed. So, at some point here, we'll take you around and show you the street stock, but it's together, ready to go. We are having a little bit of carburetor issues with it, so that's one thing we got to deal with. Our vent is not working correctly on the fuel cell or something, so we got to work on that, but we got the, we didn't record it because it was only a couple of us last night, but we got the motor set in the hole for the late model. We're just now getting the flywheel and coupler and everything on, trying to get our shims correct for our starter here to match up correctly and disengage so we're not hitting it all the time. So that's just a couple things we're working on now. So we're getting closer. Still got a ways to go on the late model, so it's going to be a little while, but hopefully we can be ready by the 22nd for the steel block show at Hilltop. We'll see. Shocks aren't even done yet. I talked to Burner the other day.
Still got
Keith Burner the other day. He said hopefully next week, so we'll see. And we've also got to build ramp overs in the trailer to be able to even move this race car to the track, because I don't have an open trailer or anything that will fit this without building ramp overs in my trailer. So still got a lot of work to do. Don't know if we're going to make it. And with this Ohio weather, who knows if we're even going to have to be ready by the 22nd. Snowing, sleeting here today. Now the sun's shining. 10 minutes from now, it'll probably be raining or snowing again. So, but anyway, Ray's going to video a little bit here, and we'll see where we're at. All right, we realized we needed to put another shim in here, and we had to run and get some a little bit longer bolts. So this is my first experience with bell housing mount starter and power steering pump and all that. So it's kind of a little bit of a learning curve. All right, guys, so motor's in. We got the bell housing, starter, flywheel, all that in today. So next, I guess we've got to start working on the radiator, getting it mounted. We got to get the radiator mounted. We got to get a shroud for our radiator too. What else do we need there? I'm just at a loss right now. I got to get my list out to see what all we got to do, but still a long way to go. Just picking away at a little at a time, see what we can get knocked out this week. So I know it's been a little while since we gave you an update. You can see the late model is coming along, but this Friday night for the Steel Block Series at Hilltop and this Friday night for the Steel Block Series at Wayne County, we will not be running the late model. We are still waiting on parts. I'm waiting on my Jones power steering pump. I'm waiting on a drive shaft. I'm waiting on parts from AR Bodies for my nose piece. And if that stuff could possibly get here Friday, we're not gonna be ready. So the plan is now, we're gonna take the trusty old 5J street stock back to Hilltop. So tonight we're doing a little bit of tire prep. We know this thing runs. Well, we're gonna make sure tonight that the transmission's working properly, but so yeah, we're just gonna do a little bit of tire prep.
Fire that up.
We will we'll probably fire this up one more time, make sure everything's good with it. But stick around and we'll see what we get done. Say earlier, but it was too loud with the car. We're racing at Hilltop tomorrow night with the street stock. We are not done with the late model yet, as you can see. We're still waiting on parts. Show them the late model, right? Still waiting on power steering pump and drive shaft and radiator shroud, and I just got a couple of things today that we've been waiting on too. So it's not ready yet, which stinks. I really wanted to run the steel block show at Hilltop and Wayne County this weekend. But the street stock's ready. There's a couple of things to finish tomorrow before we load it. And we'll be headed to Hilltop at $600 to win for street stocks tomorrow night. I want to thank Dakota for all his help, Ray for coming up, helping out, videotaping. We're recording on a GoPro tonight, which is Ray's, so we'll see if the footage looks any better with that. But we will have cameras on the car tomorrow. We will have video from the stands tomorrow for the next episode of 5J Racing on YouTube. I want to thank all our sponsors. Like I said, we don't have them on the car. We're waiting on graphics to be done since somebody backed out on me. So I want to thank Battle Axe Throwing, Kanda and Jay Tarman, the owners of that. I want to thank Spears Diesel, Kevin and Jeannie Spears, Buckeye Wrestling Alliance, Steve Spears, they're out of Newark. I want to thank Mike Martin's, Mike's Auto Body and Restoration. I want to thank him. Also, Pristine Cleaning out of the Heath, Newark area. Kara Phillips, thank her. My mom, Rita Miller. My aunt, Loretta Morrison. Henry Lanham. Dakota for all his help. My sister and brother-in-law, Heather and Trent Parkhill. Mendenhall Farms. Man, I feel like there's a couple people I'm forgetting. Anyway, thanks everybody. I should have had a list here so I wouldn't forget. But we will make sure we try to mention you on every video. Going forward, we'll have decals on the car, hopefully in the next week. So thank y'all. Make sure to hit that like and share this to everybody you may know that likes racing. And until the next one, thank y'all.